I wanted to talk about failure and rejection and how, as photographers, we can deal with this, we can persevere, my personal experiences in it, because trust me, I failed a couple times today, just today. But I think it's how you deal with it and how you move on after that that's going to define you as a person and as a photographer. Let me first start out by saying that I have been rejected a million times. Really, I'm not exaggerating, like probably. Like, you know in prison how they have like they check stuff off? Like my whole prison cell would be checked off from the rejection that I've received. I remember every time that I failed. Every time. I remember very vividly one day when I was working in retail, because I worked as a cashier for like 3 years, and I applied for this job. It was like my dream job, you know, and they called me in for an interview and I was so excited, and I got an email back saying that I didn't get the job. And I remember going to the break room at work and I just cried. Because it was like I was working there for 3 years, and you want something, like you always just hope that something new will come up and that you can actually achieve something. I mean, I didn't get that job and I had to figure out something else. I had to go and look for another job all over again. And coincidentally, the job that I did get led me into what I'm doing today, which is photography. So I think that everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer in the universe kind of just creating a pathway for you based on your decisions, and I'm a very big believer in everything happens for a reason. And I really do think that the universe was telling me, Jessica, you can't have this job, so we're gonna send you a really mean email saying that you didn't get the job, and then you're gonna put it in your spam folder, and then you're gonna archive it and then save it in a folder forever on Gmail and never delete it, so that every time you look at it you can feel like crap. So that's what I did. I still have it actually. It's how you deal with it that's really going to define you as a photographer and as a person. And for me, quitting and giving up and letting the failures get to me was never an option. I was never like, okay, well, I didn't get this job, so I'm just gonna like sit home and cry and do nothing. Well, I cried, but after I finished crying, I did stuff. You know, I just kept persevering, and I contacted people, I reached out to people, I set up collaborations, I started to take my photography more seriously. So I think that all in all, these failures and rejections actually helped me, but to an extent, okay? All the guys like from middle school and high school, you guys did not help me, okay? Just making that clear. I'm not giving you guys a pass on this. I've had models who don't want to work with me, who say that they're going to work with me like the day before the shoot or something. They're like, oh, I can't do it, or, you know, I'm busy. You know, it's going to happen to you sooner or later. You're going to have to deal with that. And I think that, again, the way that you deal with it is really important. And for me, my attitude about this is like, okay, you don't want to work with me, that's fine, but I'm going to find someone else to work with me. My goals don't end at you. If you're not able to do something, that's cool. You just chill there. You go watch Netflix. I'm gonna go find someone else. I'm gonna go figure out how else to do this. It's not going to stop just because you tell me that you can't help me. So it was never, you know, me trying to get help from people and they say no and then I stop. And I'm like, oh gosh, this person won't help me. So I think the most important thing is relying on yourself and getting past those failures and rejection. If you have a makeup artist that cancels on you the day before, you know what? Go learn how to put some makeup on. Have the model do her own makeup. There's more than one way to do things. And I'm the kind of person right now, I don't like to rely on people too much. So I like self-teach myself a lot of things. And this has given me a lot of confidence to go out and do things on my own. I don't have to rely on people so much because I've been rejected so much. I'm like, you know what? I don't need you guys anymore. I could do this by myself. But I mean, it's not bad to have a team of people though that you really, really trust, but I feel like that takes time. And while you're on the path to finding your dream team, makeup, hair, styling, don't be afraid to do things on your own. I don't stop just because someone doesn't want to work with me. Again, it literally has no effect on me. That's gonna define who is really passionate about this and who's really not. One of my favorite songs, one of the lines is, "I'ma let you see the show go on without you." So no matter what, let's say the whole team doesn't show up and it's just you and the model, you better go to Sephora, put some makeup on her, and go do the photo shoot. Even if it turns out bad, you still go 100% through with it. You should not quit because of other people. If we let everyone who rejected us get in the way of, pursuing our dreams and completing our goals, none of us would be anywhere. I mean, we'd all be chilling on our couch. Sometimes I'll recruit people who aren't even professionals. My friends, if I see them dressed nice, I'll be like, "Hey, can you help me put together an outfit for a model?" Not that they're a stylist, but hey, they dress nice. Maybe they can benefit me in some way. Maybe they can help me out. So just seeing everything as an opportunity instead of like a failure will really, really benefit you in the end. Don't let failure define who you are as a photographer. I still get ignored by people. I'll send messages knowing that I'll never get an answer, but I still send them anyways, okay? Selena Gomez right now has a couple DMs from me, okay? You think she's gonna respond? Probably not, but it's maybe like a 0.1% chance that she will, and I'm gonna take that chance. And I just take chances, take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. It's really, the sky's the limit. Actually, it's not the limit because there's like space and everything, but beyond space and then the other galaxies, the millions of galaxies we have, I mean, just try everything that you can. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to get rejected. I've had models that a million years I never thought that they would just respond to me or want to work with me, and they got back to me. They sent me a message back saying, "Hey, I'd love to work with you." And again, I just never thought that they would respond. And just recently, actually, I emailed an agency thinking 1,000,000% they're not going to respond to me. Like, who am I? And I got an email back that same day saying that I could work with their models. And I was in absolute shock. And to think that I wasn't going to email that agency just because I was scared. Just because I thought that they were going to be like, "Oh, Jessica, you suck. Like, ignore, delete, spam. You're marked under spam now." So my thing is, if you don't get the job that you wanted, keep looking for another job. Makeup artist doesn't get back to you, look for another makeup artist. Learn how to do makeup, just basic makeup. If a model doesn't get back to you or doesn't want to work with you, that's fine. Look for another model. I mean, just keep on going. Don't stand in one spot. No, just don't let other people kind of dictate where you're going. Don't think as failure and rejection simply as failure and rejection. Think of it as, okay, I'm going to use it as motivation for next time to be even better. And next time, this isn't even going to happen to me. I'm not even going to be in the same situation.